Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jane. I'm joined by Tim from Blame the Dice. I'm actually in the Blame the Dice studio. You should definitely check them out. And Tim, how are you today?
Yeah, really good. Thank you very much.
Good.
Looking forward to our game.
Looking forward to the game. I'm not sure I am. I have a one-dimensional plan, which is charge at you. I'm rocking Vader or Vader Plus with some of the new operative command cards, but still the Commander Vader. And you're basically rocking Dooku and droids.
Yeah, I'm popping my Dooku cherry and running a few droids with destroyers.
Yeah, there's not generally much options for the droids at the moment, just because of the new factions. We're playing 500-point Skirmish. I will try and do normal-sized battles, generally as well, but we're trying it out in the Blame the Dice studio, so it's a first in that sense. We'll crack on. I'll show you the armies, and I'll show you the deployments and all that kind of stuff, and we'll go from there. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
He'll need it. Looking at my list then, I do have Standard Vader, or Vader Plus as I'm going to call him. Let's just, come clean. I do have Darkness Descends, and I will be using that turn 1, because why not? I've got 2 units of Snowtroopers, both with the Flamer and Recon Intel. I have a unit of Royal Guard with the extra guy whose name is escaping me at the moment. I do have Recon Intel on them as well, and Tenacity. And I have a naked unit of Stormtroopers because I had some points, and yeah, that's why I've got them. Tim's list then, obviously we've got Dooku. I actually asked him to bring Dooku, so if he loses to Vader, don't blame him. It's my fault for making him pick it. Dooku's kitted out with some stuff, and then it's 3 units of battle droids. Now one of them has the radiation gun, which I've never really played against droids before, so this will be interesting. And then the other one has the B1 trooper, well, the 2 there. And then some roly boys who will die very quickly. So this is the options we have. Tim is going to be blue play because I'm exactly 500 points. He's going to get rid of clear conditions because he doesn't want that in our lives. I'm getting rid of pivotal positions because the card is too long and I don't want to read it.
I don't worry. I don't need anything to slow me down more so than will be.
No, but I do want to get as close as possible, and I think considering we're doing Breach, that battle lines is a bit too much of an area for me, so I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to play Meeting Engagement. We're going to whack down some more barricades, and we're going to do Breach, which is basically getting the to the other side of the board. I just realised that Breach is actually just the enemy's side of the battlefield, so the battle lines wouldn't have really mattered. Of course, I am descending with darkness. Vader's going to use this. And we'll come back after we've done all of the deployments, and then we'll go with Tim's command card because we already know mine. So I'm going to zoom out. Obviously I've deployed in this corner, Tim has deployed in that corner, and you can essentially see the plan here. We've got the Roly Boys, so these Roly Boys all just need to get within range 1 of this edge, and obviously I'm trying to get in range 1 of that edge. But apart from my Stormtroopers who have deployed, legally and standardly, everybody else has Recon Intel, these guys, and you can see I'm just trying to get as far forward. I'm going to run behind this building and then unleash flame and death onto Tim's army here. Now, I'm a bit worried about the Roly Boys getting around, the droidicas getting around and getting to this barricade first. But these are some nice, lovely flame targets that will, go up very well. Melted steel, whatever they're made out of, and you can see he's just bunched up pretty much, which makes sense. And Dooku's supporting them behind. Tim's card is just standing orders. I've obviously got Darkness Descends, and so it'll be the first action of the game, unless I forgot everything. So because he's gone with standing orders and I've got Darkness Descends, I want to get Vader, away from the battle, so I'm going to double move. So I'm going to move to there, and then move to exactly where this trooper is. I just borrowed him. Highly illegal, but I will make it legal. That's Vader done. Tim pulled, and he got Dooku, and Dooku is literally just going to double move. We've already measured this. He's going to hide behind the building, so just the building separates Vader and Dooku. I have pulled from the stack and got my Snow Troopers. Well, I've got Core Troopers. They're just going to move. So this leader's going to move to him, and then from him I'm going to move to him. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, before you tell me off, is because I've only got one hand when I'm moving and recording, so don't hate me, because I don't care. Tim's going to take one of his core units and just move this droid behind this barricade. And did he say you were going to stand by?
It's
going to stand by. Not seen standby used in a while.
Just in case you do any shenanigans that I need to deal with.
Shenanigans. Not this turn, I don't think. Next turn the action kicks off.
You, Jay.
Ooh. So I randomly selected and got my Royal Guard or my Special Forces. This is the leader, the guy with the gun. It's just a mesh of purple at the minute, isn't he? So he's going to do just double move. This guy's going to move to where he is, and then he's going to move just up right behind this building. And you can see, once I actually cohere them, which I'll do in a second, you can see we are converging on this spot. I feel like this will be where there's a lot of melted metal, but we'll see. So Tim's going to move his core unit. We've already measured this, so he's going to just jump over this little barricade here with these droids. You can tell by the quality of the slight zoom in that I'm a professional. And then these droids are obviously going to take a shot at the snowtroopers here, who are in range. Obviously, we've no idea what he's going to roll. We'll find out in a moment.
I don't think like dice, but let's see.
Not
got a surge token though.
Well, that's good. Well, I can't even work this out. So I see 3 hits and 1 surge. Well, one surge to thingy.
Cancel 2 heavy cover. Spend me surge, shot 2.
2, and I will roll my 2 red dice over here because I don't know. I don't want to be anywhere near them. Oh, it's actually 2 dead because they don't surge on the defense. They surge on the offense.
Thanks, guys.
Well, that's upsetting. My snowtroopers are whittled down already. So because I'm crap and I'm not in range, I only have core troopers left. So these snowtroopers, I'm just going to first move to this guy, and then from this guy to this guy, and then I'm going to cohere around this barricade. And because I'm a little bit worried about the old droidicas over there, could be a bit problematic. Just realised that these guys have steady and can have a little sneaky shot on the droidica. They are in range, and yeah, I'm going to roll my... Well, I actually will get all my white dice, so I need to pick up 1 more. Heavy cover though, and no aims or anything like that. However, it is actually 4 hits.
Nasty.
Just off 4 white dice. That is actually pretty sickening. Oh, good.
My,
on the droidicas, yeah.
Fine, so I'm going to burn some shields.
How many shields are you burning?
Burn 2.
You're going to burn 2 and roll 2?
Yeah.
Technically it's not 2, is it? Because it's it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep, done. The volley boys just moved just a tiny bit up, and obviously they're like, hey, flame troopers, we didn't really like that, so we're going to have a pop shot back. Quite a lot of dice. I'm not happy with it. I am in heavy cover.
We'll have to see how it goes though.
There's a couple of misses there, but I am seeing. Do they surge on the? They don't. So it's
going through.
Yeah, okay. 1 going through. I am in heavy cover, of course, for those of you wondering. Oh, I actually rolled this one. Get wrecked.
Darn it.
With my final unit of this first round in this skirmish game, which obviously I've mentioned several times, we will be just taking these stormtroopers, and I'm going to move up to him and then up a little bit further, and you can see I'm trying to get in that little sneaky end zone right there. However, there will be flat out no cover when I arrive. So the blue boys have come out from behind this cover. They've just literally moved from here to here. You can see they're not in any kind of cover or anything like that. And it takes a while to cohere them because there's so many of them. And they're going to shoot at the unit of snowtroopers that have already been shot at. How dare you?
So it goes.
How very dare you? And that's what I like to see. Absolutely flat out nothing.
So spend my surge
even
token.
If you spend your surge token, there's no point spending your surge token. So that's that. So Vader and everybody who did descend right in the middle of the board here, they've all just moved up as far to this building as possible. We had a couple of pot shots. My snowtroopers pot shotted at the droidicas, taking off 1 shield. Well, they've lost 1 for now because they regenerated. I actually took 2 off, but they've regenerated. The bloody red droids over there causing 2 wounds on my snowtroopers with the flamer. Quite upsetting. Royal Guards and Vader hiding behind the building. I say hiding, planning behind the building was Mr. Dooku himself. He truly is hiding. Look at him. He looks evil just hiding behind the building. So that's it. The droidicas have moved up a little bit. I've pushed as far as I can. I have put some stormtroopers over on the left. That's just to give me, a touchdown run if need be, but you can sort of see there's some droidicas in my way and maybe not enough troops to get to them. We'll see how this turn goes. We are ready for command cards. I am going to go with, can't remember what I've picked. I have picked new ways to motivate them. And we have fear, surprise and intimidation, which means Count Dooku gains Arsenal 2 and Relentless, and each of his range weapons gains Versatile. And after he performs an attack, each defender gains 2 suppression tokens. Ouch. So Tim has gone with Dooku straight off the start, and he's not hiding anymore. He's going to move. By the way, he's got fear, which basically means he's given me an extra suppression token. They had 2 because the droidicas was suppressive. Then he's going to push my guy into combat with him. And we'll sort the core humans out in a moment if we need to. He's got versatile, so he's going to use his melee weapon and his range weapon, and he's going to shoot. And I'm presuming this is legal. If not, we'll blame Tim. But he's got a surge token and a dodge because he's popping in force reflexes as well. And yeah, let's go. With a surge token. Blanks are good, I've heard.
Blanks aren't so good.
There's no blanks. There's 1 blank.
Okay, fine.
You're not even any surges.
Yes.
How many is that? I don't even know. It's 4.
1, 2, 3,
it's 9.
9.
Right. So I've got.
Don't forget to cancel from a Pierce.
He's going to cancel Pierce, so he's got his mastery, Kobayashi mastery. I'm not sure. Whatever that's called, which basically means he can knock down his Pierce by 1 to make you not immune to Pierce. And as I'm immune to Pierce because of the Electro Staff Guard, basically means this is going to be a Pierce 2 attack with 9 defense dice. I only have 6 in my hand, so I'm going to roll these first. And at the minute, that's 4 blocks. Right, so I've blocked 4, and then I'll just take these 3 here. And do I surge on the defense? I obviously don't. So these 3. Oh, that's good. But he does pierce 2 of them away. So what was that? There's 5, so it's 4 wounds, which is basically 2 of my Royal Guard dead, just dead. So Vader has found some new ways to motivate these snowtroopers. And we're just going to do it because they're going to die anyway. What I'm going to do is take a wound on the non-flamethrower. These guys are dead, and I'll explain why in a second. This guy's just going to die because Vader says so. And then the 2-man trooper unit, I'm going to move up to here with the first one. Then I can't quite get over the barricade with the second one. And then with the third move, I'm basically just going to pop over, which just gets me in range 1, which we've measured before. I'll just ditch the ones that are dead, and with my flame trooper I'll just whack him behind the barricade so I get cover. And because there's 7 droids in that unit there, in the blue unit there, I'm going to roll my dice. I don't have any aims or anything like that, but I do have black dice. We'll see how this goes. Oh, it's not the greatest I've ever seen, but it's not too bad. It is 5. So 5 against white dice
5 cups
with a surge token.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
Thank goodness for that. And he does need. Oh, it's actually only 2 dead.
That is.
So the flame troopers, this unit of flame troopers specifically, are going to get binned. I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. The plan of just running up and killing you, it's not worked very well.
Good.
The red unit here have seen the flames lick over the blue unit and said, we're going to kill these snowtroopers in return. I am in heavy cover, but you're going to aim and shoot at them. I'm in heavy cover because there's one guy behind the barricade. You do have you have an aim as well, don't you? So we'll see how this goes in a second.
These 2.
We'll call that a crit. It's fine, we'll call that a crit. Although when you nudged it wasn't a crit, but we'll call it a crit. How many is it with the crit?
With the crit it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Minus 2, so 5. So I need to hit at least 4 of these or something. We'll see if that happens. Yep, dead. Dead.
Good work, guys.
Randomly selected and got my snowtroopers. However, I did not rally either of them, as you can see with the dice on the table. I am blaming the dice. We'll call back to the opening that we've not recorded yet. And I'm just literally going to move here and then go here behind the building because I only had 1 action and I don't want to get splatted by them. Because vehicles can stand by, the Rolly Boys are just going to move up 1, and that meant basically because the Royal Guard are in combat and I've hidden these snowtroopers, they can't really see anything now. It was a bit of a dilemma because obviously, the game plan is to get into range 1 of my edge here, and the Rolly Boys are obviously good for that in speed 3. So they have a bit of a dilemma. Do they come up, risk Vader maybe countercharging? Do they go back, risk, not getting to the end zone in time? Maybe Vader coming around and killing them anyway. So they've just moved up, took a standby, and I don't think they'll get to use it necessarily, but just positioning and readying, I guess is the phrase. So I'm going to take my Royal Guard They have 2 suppression at the moment. I'm going to roll my courage dice and not roll either of them. I was going to aim an attack, but instead I will just attack. I've got rid of the electro staff guy regardless of what model you see, and yeah, I've got tenacity as well, so I'm going to roll an extra red attack dice. He's got quite a few things, dodge, etc., but it is what it is. It is currently 3.
Okay, so I'll spend
He's going to spend the dodge, make it down to 2. And here we go. Well, I was going to say we can reroll that one. That is well until we got. Does he say?
No,
You've got a surge token anyway. Got the surge token, spend it for flat out nothing. Dooku very much alive, and these Royal Guard I think are very much not long for this world. The unit of droids that were there have just double moved up. This basically means that because they've just moved up, there's 3 units here that I either need to kill or are going to get in my end zone, because Vader and Snows are there, true, and then I only have a naked unit of stormtroopers over there. Best I can hope for is that all 3 of those get into that unit. It could go to points, but I suspect, I'm a bit more worried about the droids than, say, this going to points. Yeah, it's a tricky position now. I need to randomly select, and I'm very much hoping for Vader rather than my stormtroopers, because I don't want to pop out my stormtroopers and then get shot by the droids over there. So let's see what I get, and I do get Vader, so I'm going to have a think about this. Right, so this is pretty complicated, and I've actually moved the building to make sure that this is legit. I am within range 1 of Dooku with Vader, and we figured out I can move him to just approximately there, pretty much exactly. And I've also checked this maneuver that I can move over myself and just about land in contact with him. Also, what I'm going to do before I move is aim with his first action, and his second action is to move. Because of Relentless, he's going to attack with an aim. It's 6 red dice with an aim onto Dooku. With an aim. I do not need the aim. It was completely pointless measuring all that.
Oh well, let's see.
I'll take it though. I will take it. Let's see how well. No, nothing, because he used it in the last one. Oh, it's 1 surge.
1 takes 1.
So 1 wound. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Thank goodness for immune to pierce.
Jeez. So this unit that did get melted by the flamers, just going to pop up and they're like, we don't like this unit of snowtroopers. They might do the same to us. So they're just going to move up behind the cover here. And yeah, do this. I am in light cover minimum. It's
only a hit and a crit.
A hit and a crit, down to 1 because of light cover, because of my suppression.
Yeah.
So just 1. It is 1 wound. That is upsetting. That will not do, pig. With the last action that I just did, I literally just slightly repositioned my stormtroopers, and that is the end of turn 2. And basically for that turn, and we'll look at the whole board from a slightly zoomed out position, what happened was Dooku came from behind this building, he sort of pushed my Royal Guard out, charged the Royal Guard, caused 4 wounds, doing a chunk of damage, but I did get quite a lot of blocks there, which was quite good. And then the Mr. Vader found new ways to motivate my snowtroopers, who basically just did a triple move to try and flame those droids that you see there, causing 2 wounds. And then everything else was sort of a reposition for the Roly Boys, for the droidicas, for these droids. Those droids took a shot and killed the rest of the snowtroopers who weren't long for this world. They just repositioned. And of course the main attack was Vader force pushing Dooku out, aiming and charging Dooku, causing 1 wound. And it'll be no surprise to people who've seen me play Vader before, this is going to be a very telegraphed card here with Implacable. Now I'm going to go first, I think, but I've literally no idea what this card does. So let's read this. It's called You Disappoint Me. And it's when Count Dooku issues an order to a unit, that unit gains 1 dodge token. After Count Dooku performs a ranged attack against a trooper unit, he may perform a speed 2 move with that unit. Okay, interesting. So because Dooku is trickier than I expected, a little tricksy Dooku, basically because he's going to get that free move on Vader, so what he's going to do is push me out, do a ranged attack on Vader, and then move me away. So I'm never going to get, and there's nothing I can do about it, my second Implacable attack from Vader. So what I'm actually going to do is just move as far towards the end of that board as I can. It's not ideal, but it's the best I've got. So what I'm actually going to do is push Dooku, and we've already measured this. I'm going to push Dooku. I'm just not Vader. I'm going to push Dooku to there with force push, obviously, and then I'm going to aim and then just follow him up. So it's exactly like I did before. I just get to reposition a little bit because, yeah, I'm going to then get a 2 moved probably in this direction. So I've got an aim. I've got my 6 red dice, and hopefully I'll roll just as well as last time and not need the aim. I almost did. I rolled 1 surge, which he doesn't surge on either, but I do have my aim, and it is, so it's 6. No
dodge.
Spending the dodge. Bloody dodge.
I've got to roll all of these to live.
Gotta roll to live. Oh yeah, I guess you don't have that many wounds, but you won't miss them all. It's just 2.
Yeah, 2.
So yeah,
he's down to 2 in total.
Yeah, so he's got 2 wounds left, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to not take the wound and not even put him back in the order pile, so I'm just going to call Vader done. Now, he could just stay in combat with me, but, you know, that's fine by me. So Dooku, as expected, is actually going to push Vader. This is a face-off in the pushing sense. Then he's going to shoot Vader with hopefully some crap rolling, but he does have an aim. Well, he's going to aim and shoot. Yeah. And yeah, we're going.
He's not there, but yeah, just take my word for it. There's a thingy token.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, do you need the aim? Do you surge?
I surged crits.
You surge to crits. Crits in this case don't matter, so it's actually just all 5.
Yeah.
So 5 defense dice for me. For me, one missed there, so it's 1 wound, but he then does get to push me, which he's going to push with to here. So Vader is like, you know, nowhere to be seen at this point. He's just, he's like he's further away than what he started, which is mental. With my rally dice for the snowtroopers, which I've just pulled from the bag, I rallied 1 of them. Still only get 1 action. We've measured this, but you can sort of tell on camera if you're good at judging distance. I can just pop over this side of Dooku with a move, and because it's steady, I'm going to blast the droids. And there's 5 black and 4 white, and they are in my hand now. Oh, there's quite a lot of blanks, I'm not going to lie. And it is, I was going to say heavy cover, but it's blast, so it doesn't really count, so it's 4. What will we roll with these white?
Not a lot of anything.
I hope not a lot of anything. 1, so 3 wounds, so that puts it down to 2 remaining. So the droidicas are just going to aim and shoot at the Royal Guard. This is 6 dice in total. I'm too lazy to move over to Tim, but he's happy to go. Let's go, yeah. They did aim, so they've got a reroll. There's a surge, but you do have a surge token, so you're just going to roll the blanks. And that's going to put it down to... So there's 5. I'm going to spend his surge token. I'm going to go down to 4 because I'm in light cover because of my suppression, which is going to add me another suppression, which I'm not happy about. And I have 5 dice in my hand, which is very nice. That is not very nice, as they are dead. Unbelievable. It's not unbelievable. It's all right. They're dead. The droids are going next. By the way, with my stormtroopers, I did absolutely naff all because I'm a coward and I don't want to pop out and get shot. But the droids that are over here, they have simply just moved up a little bit and they're going to get a shot onto Vader. I am going to be in heavy cover, I think. We'll just double check that in a moment, and I'll double check it now. Don't think... Oh, it's very close. Let me just catch this off camera a second. So I just checked. If we just move the leader a little bit, obviously we can get past the barricade, and he's touching the downed ATST, so that's all good. So, and it's just whatever dice he's got here.
No heavy weapons because the radiation gun's only range 2.
Yeah. And so...
that to do 4.
4. I don't have any suppression because I'm Vader and I don't get suppressed. Lols. So it's 4. It is 2 wounds. So he is now on 3, and he's got 5 left. The droids, they didn't rally, so they're just going to shoot into the snowtroopers.
Yeah, nothing fancy to upgrade.
Nothing fancy. I am in light cover, so it actually goes down to 2. And I block them both, so it's just another suppression. So these droids have just moved up. They are going to just move. I am in heavy cover this time. They're going to move and shoot at the snowtroopers. They don't have an aim or anything, do they? So no. It's 5 minus 2, so 3. And I block them all again. If I win this game by some miraculous way, probably these guys doing it for me. So we're going to go into the second to last turn, and it's so chaotic. It's hard to even remember what happened. Vader tried to implacable Dooku. He moved him, aimed and charged him. He's on 2 wounds left, I think, so
That's right.
So nearly dead in a sense. Then Dooku pushed Vader away, shot at him, and pushed him even further away. And Vader's just out in the open, got shot at by some droids. The droidicas shot the Royal Guard, who are no more. I flamed a unit of droid troopers over here, and then they've just shot the snowtroopers. So we need to pick our command cards going into turn 4 out of 5. So Tim has cunning, he's got assault, and I've played Master of Evil, which means he goes first. He's going to force push me into combat with him, with Dooku, and then attack. Obviously, if he kills these, it's going to be pretty tricky to come back, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Oh, that's not good, because it's every hit there, and it surges anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So 5. I do get red defense dice, which is always good. Oh no, I am hitting quite a few, but that is 3 dead. So PS1, that is 4 dead. So that is literally just the leader left. Would have been almost better. PS2, well, they're all dead. Dooku wipes them off. Vader is going to just double move, but I'm going to saber throw en route at this point. Not that it matters cover-wise. I'm going to saber throw into the droids. 3 red dice, no aims or anything like that. He doesn't surge, so it's just it's absolutely nothing but a suppression because of cover. So the Rolly Boys, the droidicas, are just going to shoot at Vader before they move. And do they surge?
No,
they don't surge.
Only for defense, so it's 4.
4 wounds. I do have a dodge. I'm going to pop a dodge and take 3. It does mean surges will cause a wound.
Yep.
Of which I roll none, but it does take 2 wounds. So 2 wounds onto Vader. That means he's on 5. He's got 3 left. I move further back because I'm a coward, but I think I'll be able to double move into the end zone. So these droids are just going to move and shoot at Vader. He's only on 3 wounds left. They had to move a little bit just so they could see him with everybody. That's 5 at the minute.
Yeah, we've got 1 surge, which we'll spend.
So 5. I need quite a lot of hits here to survive. Quite a lot. And yeah, I got all but 1. So he's on 2 wounds left.
And you're poisoned as well.
And I'm poisoned. That means causes a wound next turn. So I'm basically 1 wound away from death.
Yeah.
So with the last actions of this turn, because I don't have anything left really, Tim has moved back. We're going to be going into turn 5 in a moment. Essentially, as soon as these guys move out and get into the end zone, they're going to have to get shot at by everything there. Needs to kill all 4 in open cover. Could very much happen. Dooku, by the way, isn't going to be able to double move into this end zone, but we're pretty sure that the Rolly Boys can. So I would need the Rolly Boys to die. I need Vader to survive. I don't really know how this is going to happen. Vader's going to be on 1 wound once he activates and the poison gets him. Dooku's probably just going to go first and maybe just shoot him off the board. Really, it's the end of the game and Tim's going to win. The best I can hope for is 1-1 and that I lose on points. That's the best I can hope for. So we'll see how it goes. So Tim has gone with ambush, his 1 pip, and I've gone with my 1 pip of Vader's might. Dooku's going to go first. I presume Dooku is just going to aim and shoot at Vader.
Yeah, I've got to be in range 2.
Got to be in range 2, so he might have to move and shoot, but I think it should be within range.
Yeah, looks like we are.
Yeah, we're in range. Yeah, and considering you only really need 1 wound and I'm dead.
So I'm going to aim and 5 blacks.
1 wound and I die here, so I strongly suspect that's going to be the end of this. I need to hit all of these. I've not. It's even if I got my stormtroopers in, the Rolly Boys will get in and I'll lose on points. So we're just going to call that there. I think there's nothing I can really do. I'm pretty much wiped out. My charging straight up the board did not work. What I really needed to happen, I think, was probably needed to get Dooku down when once he'd pushed Vader away. I needed to kill Dooku. Still have enough units left to push forward with my snowtroopers. Dooku killing my snowtroopers really that meant I couldn't get 2 units in, because Vader would have done enough to slow one of these units down with Vader's might and stuff like that. If Vader's alive, maybe he can either get in combat or basically stop this droid getting in. Then the droidica gets in, and maybe in a slim universe, the snowtroopers are alive, set fire to the red unit, and maybe my stormtroopers kill the blue unit. Maybe. It was very unlikely. My one-dimensional charge at Tim did not work very well. So that's the end of the battle. Not gonna lie, my hopes and dreams crushed. My Imperial slow march just marched to their doom. and sadly and unpoetically, my demise was imminent. Congratulations, Tim. I'm not bitter about it at all. I'm completely gracious in defeat. Very, very happy for you, Tim.
You look thoroughly
overjoyed. The game itself, I slow matched you. I think I needed Dooku to die. Probably a little bit earlier.
Yeah, Dooku did the work for me. He kind of kept me in the game.
We definitely had some swingy dice. I was hitting all my blocks, then you hit all your blocks, then I hit all my attack dice, and then you hit all your defense dice. And it was very, I say swingy, it was sort of went as planned. I think killing the snowtroopers early on, it wrecked my hopes and dreams. It shattered my ardour. I was like, what's going to go on here?
Yeah,
and then from there I never recovered.
The second that happened, I was like, I'm in this game. I'm in here.
I was hoping to just slow march behind the big building in the middle, walk round and kill you. It didn't happen. Check out Blame the Dice. There'll be a link in the description, stuff like this. Is Tim, or do they call you Jedi Master Tim?
Yeah, Jedi Master Tim. I did not agree to this.
You did not agree to this.
I'm not disputing it. I'm happy with it.
Well, after today's performance, you are the Jedi Master, and I'm just a Padawan. I'm not even sure I'm a Padawan at this point. Thank you for watching. Have a most beautiful day. Links in the description for stuff like that. Like, subscribe, whatevs. Goodbye.